Rain or shine, I'll investigate.
It's nice to see everyone out and about. What was it I had to do?
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. I crossed paths with a pawn. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Shopping is such fun.
We ought to have enough supplies to last us a while now.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble? Much appreciated. Aye, got some coin. What would you of me? I'll have no... Gather round, gather round. Aye, got some coin. What would you of me? I'll have no... Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now,
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Off we trot. How might I liven up our time
gather round.
That looks promising.
Aye, got some coin. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
What should I do?
Gather round. Your ears to a tale by a master.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Here's hoping we don't run into any trouble today.
Where will
Tire
the
of
wind
work.
blow me today?
Got any tales to look?
Who are you there?
How might I be of service? Time to
This really is fine craftsmanship. Oh, I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for... those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. That's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be.
fancy a look at my wares? Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. 'Twould be unseemly for an elf to purchase one.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure. Well then, son, how might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I...
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is also... Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should... I suppose I sought inspiration. For I confess I find myself rather lost. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be... Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er... Indeed, I fear my aim has only worked. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of thanks to you. I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. Many thanks. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on you. I do hope you'll join me. For now...
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Nothing caught your eye? Ugh, that's a shame.
Displaying bowman.
Need anything? Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Wonder if anyone will notice it.
Ah, how... Our adventure continues.
Face it, no one's coming to my rescue.
Yeah, it was calm to down.
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
Need anything? Stop by again soon. Need anything?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new... Discoveries await us above.
And should my tale entertain you? Should I hear off left off the bench?
'Tis a view that begs to be painted, yon shore in particular.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder? Displaying bowmanship for an elf, my hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. So, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly...
Displaying bowmanship for an elf, my hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. You'll not live to regret this. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. Displaying bowmanship for an elf, my hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We are under attack! Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf, my hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Over here.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared.
while in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if you were, but I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Over here, if you would. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me, but I expect you'll do just fine.
Witness my magics!
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me, but I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Over here, if you please. This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me, but I expect you'll do just fine. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
You have my gratitude. I learned much, in fact. I have made it unlike those of Elven make, bows crafted by other races. But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design, not so for those of Elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide, not mayhap you will find the sentiment strange. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true. As if 'tis all a matter of, I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why I'm yet with this bow. I begin to understand.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The desire to think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow. It is a strange thought. But how else to explain it? My arrows have not swords. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent. After my performance with this bow has divested me of such doubt. With the ingenuity of this design. If only it is all very well to talk of honing one's form. But why should we not perfect? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the... With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
That's just what I was...
With the bow you gifted me in hand, I no longer dread being put to trial. I almost look forward to it.
As a matter of fact, thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
A queer little shop in Vermond, eh? That sounds like an apt description of Ibrahim's scrap store. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
To arms!
Over here, if you would. consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Alcaelne.
Amen.
Vindamund. Jarmen ran soron.
It is most exhilarating to hand.
Akaya arumefa in Iterond, etele eldalia nun we.
thin and tight.
Halan Osterlin Town.
Salma Arenfeld. Alecamo Nanda.
Kemen Ross. Bakasar. Arin. Ne Ingarina Roman. Lale. Nandewin Morteren Nicalis.
Kemen Ross. Bakasar. Arin.
Elelote anfir alanduin, mo osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum? Tuluria irtarin, telume nun vane kalerlien, Angudu telpe. Nunlia fiona sophianes.
Yamanil. Dir al-Khaliel. Isilrod Fanun Galael Lord.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Nunlia fiona sophianes. Ilmen.
Fwininumen in Tiel. Kana el Kemen Hum.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Nuni Ondo. Anin Kelia Vane Albeke. Nanduin.
Aldeka. Ostofana orne.
Isilrod Fanon. Fenenomen in Tayal. Lav Urulor Sel. Nun
Web.
Fian.
Urtu aer.
Dia Kalam Malampa.
Sophien. Alane.
Dia Kalam Blanca.
Nihia Meniel, Falia Tielvana, Masur. Alkael ne, ya.
Nambawe file reso. Mo arefane rusamine.
More ne.
I'll pop open the chest.
Nunlia fiona sophianes. Ilmen.
Nuni Ondo. Anin Kelia Vane.
Elelote. Osto silfa malantha alecano mine. In fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
There are worse things.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Eh? Many thanks.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Oh, 'tis you. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small... Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be... If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay... Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or... Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall...
Not you again! I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time.
Oh, well, If you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it.
My thanks. I finally have what I came for. And worry not, you'll have your coin back in good time, I promise you.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
I'm afraid I must be going now. Thank you again for your aid.
Well met, sir. How might I be... service? Do come again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Pain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't. I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our... confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade unto him,
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Twould allow us to say.
I have no...
Time is of the essence. We must needs expose Diesel's plots ere they can come to fruition.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your...
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall...
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down. I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is... Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even my mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my... Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't.
Peril on the roads puts a strain on my business.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of... Come back any time.
I know I'm captivating, but spare my fellows a glance.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray. You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. As I informed you when last we spoke, should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would allow. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continue. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers.
'Tis our duty to bring the beasts low.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deez's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is... There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one. I refer to Waldar. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the code, and many a time has the magistrate refused her. For he is loyal to none but the spirit of... Our laws dictate that you're... Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, what say you? Might you be willing... I prepared a means for you to enter the... This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, there is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Do not forget that we work to...
This place always puts me at ease. How are we to fight with such worn out floor?
There are what? I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. If the way forward is shrouded to you, I can offer. 'Tis lovely to see you.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Now, how best to proceed? So, you've come. Captain Brandt bade me allow you pa- So, you've come.
I trust all's well, sir. No, but it's not my duty.
should have sent me sights lower.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with three. Or, Jesus arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen? Ah. They say the arisen's breast bear by that mark. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse. And what befell him, you... Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Whereupon... I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. Does that ring? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave... I know of it. 'Tis a fell tome, a grimoire, that it allows one to make a trade of sorts, something of this world for you see, 'tis impossible. Thus only a truly desperate soul, or a compulsive Well, I suspected as much. Then...
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Our master has given us an order.